Cuba and Nicaragua, said CBP Acting Commissioner Troy Miller. The number of undocumented immigrants arriving as single person as the US southwest land border in November 2022 was 204,155, a 4% increase in the number of single encounters over the previous month, largely driven by increased number of people fleeing authoritarian regimes in Cuba and Nicaragua, according to the CBP report. On that US-Mexico border, there were a total of 233,740 arrests of foreigners. The figure represents an increase of 1% compared to October. Of those, 60% involved people who had at least one prior encounter in the previous 12 months, compared to an average one-year reunion rate of 14% between 2014 to 2019. Two-thirds, 67% of all apprehensions at the country's southwestern land border in November were single adults, 157,202, a 1.3% decrease from the previous month. The intake of immigrant children traveling alone increased 9.4% with 13,150 encounters in November compared to 12,024 in October. In November, the average number of unaccompanied children in CBP custody was 597 per day compared to 491 per day in October. The number of families turning themselves into CBP in November also increased 63,163, up 5.6% from last month, 59,805. 26% of detained migrants, 66,984, were processed under Title 42, a rule that allows the immediate expulsion of foreigners for health reasons. The southwest border has seen a surge in immigrant arrivals since November after a federal judge's ruling paved the way to end Title 42. Title 42 is a policy imposed by former President Donald Trump for the expedited removal of immigrants due to COVID-19 pandemic. The decision on whether to continue or terminate the application of Title 42 now rests with the Supreme Court, which is reviewing a lawsuit to maintain its application filed by several states with Republican governments.